we're gonna be driving from Irving or from Dallas to Colorado. There are a few items that we're gonna be doing, or a few things we're gonna be doing. It's gonna be a trip with my dad. This is the first trip since forever that we've done one. So this is gonna be super awesome. We're gonna be stopping at different spots, like in Amarillo. We're gonna just go into the Big Texan, and that is a big restaurant. They have RV places. They have all these like I'm gonna use the word compound, but it's whatever you make out the word. But it is an attraction of Amarillo, and so we're gonna stop there. Then we're gonna be maybe driving all the way to Santa Fe. We don't know yet. It all depends on how much time we spend at the Texan in Amarillo. After that, we're gonna either go to Santa Fe or go to another place within Santa Fe to make ourselves up to Colorado. In Colorado, we're gonna be doing, I don't know, just sightseeing, driving, nothing in particular that we're gonna be stopping at, but it should be fun. It should be really nice, because my dad's first time in Colorado, and so it's gonna be super awesome. We hope that the drive is obviously safe, and so with the grace of God, we're gonna get there nice, hopefully not as fast, but it's going to be a nice time with my dad. Beautiful morning, as you can see. It is 6:02 in the morning. I'm gonna pick up my dad, so by the time we get out from his house, it's gonna be around 6:30, I'm hoping, or maybe 6:45. But we're in good time, and we should be in our destination around, I'm gonna guesstimate, around 7 o'clock. It all depends if we stop at any other attractions on the way. Beautiful morning. It is June 26th, and this is also not a bittersweet moment, but it is my dog's Dexter anniversary when he passed. He was a really, really good dog. He loved us. He cared for us. He was, even at the last minute, he was still welcoming us like he's never seen us before. So that's gonna be in my mind, and it's all good. I hope my wife and my other dog, it's gonna be well, and so anyways, nothing else to say except wish us luck, and I'll do another report within the way, and maybe introduce you to my dad, who knows. Alright, y'all, see you. Café. Voy a comprar café. So we're stopping at Buc-ee's because it's a must. Porque también allá ya no hay Buc-ee's. Así es que ya sabes. Alright, we just came out from Buc-ee's. Little Buc-ee's. We are in Amarillo, and we're about to stop at the Big Texas 70-ounce steak restaurant. We're gonna see what is going on over there. Maybe Dad is gonna try the challenge. Maybe not. Who knows? Anything can happen. All right. You see it. Ahí está Big Texan. Right there.
And his fiancée Lauren Sanchez have arrived in Venice for their wedding, kicking off 3 days of lavish VIP parties, despite protests from locals. Summer is here, and on Wall Street, that means traders are nervous about market volatility. Carmel Crimmins has more.
Trading volumes are usually lower during the height of summer. Investors take vacation like everyone else. But those low trading volumes can be dangerous.
Okay. Big Texan. First time coming in. Oh, and a cool thing about this area is that you see this dinosaur right here that used to be in front of the Planet Hollywood in downtown Dallas. This is pretty cool. If you were back in the 90s and the West End area, this is it. Pretty sweet. Oh, you got it?
We got it. We got it.
So I guess this is where they do the challenge, and this is where we just arrived to New Mexico, and this is Land of Enchantment. Okay, we are in New Mexico at the Flying Sea Ranch. And last Flying Sea Ranch I saw was in Bandera, Texas, but looking for information about it. Some Dairy Queen. Salty snacks.
Mommy, your hands are hot. I think. Yeah. Is that bad? Yeah.
Oh, 4th of July is coming up, so a lot of fireworks. Yes, sir. Thank you.
something in us that they will want who He is in our life. People respond to God in all kinds of ways. I believe that my response to the holiness of
Ah, no,
God,
chocó acá.
the message of His holiness to my own heart, or if suddenly I sense I'm in the presence of God in His awesome holiness, my response to that is
So let's see, you just swim around at night as you swim. Here 1 second, it felt like it's cruising around in the sea. And then stops. What's up? Luca Michitore. Beyond the vilchis. So, the fastest swimmer is in Colorado. I've never once in my high school career had a teacher that doesn't know me. Oh my god, I had an attendant who was like, I don't believe in honors. And it actually almost kept me from getting a residency. I was like, what did I do wrong? He's like, nothing, I just don't believe in getting honors.
Ahí nos hospedamos Marcelo y yo en uno de esos. Esto es Copper Mountain. Sí. ¿Cómo ves? Oh, this is the town of Frisco in Colorado. We are in the town center, and as you can see, there's yoga. And what other things that we saw was that they don't have any Saturday anything Saturday going on, so we're just walking around and trying to see what we can find around here. But this is the main center, right over by the Frisco Historic Museum.
Built by the town's founder, Henry Racine. Over the years, this building has served many purposes. It was once a post office drop. If you look on the wall, you can see the old wooden post office boxes. The building also ran as a makeshift bank, a saloon, and even a madam's house. This building has been known as the Woods Cabin for many years. In 1932, Hal and Ann Woods bought it for $25. The previous owner was Gus Levine. After his death, the property was taken over by the county. Since the Woods were new in town, they had a local man named Charlie Masterson bid on the house for them. As you can see, the original newspaper is still visible on the walls of the cabin. Newspaper was important in pioneer cabins, both as insulation and decoration. The Woods Cabin dates back to the 1860s and is the oldest known building in the town of Frisco. It was constructed of pioneer logs and dates back to the Civil War era, before Frisco was a town and before Colorado was a state. It is believed to be the second cabin built in Frisco, the first being the cabin built by the town's founder, Henry Racine. Over the years, this building has served many purposes. It was once a post office drop. If you look on the wall, you can see the old wooden post office boxes. The building also ran as a makeshift bank, a saloon, and even a madam's house. This building has been known as the Woods Cabin for many years. In 1932, Hal and Ann Woods bought it for $25. The previous owner was Gus Levine. After his death, the property was taken over by the county. Since the Woods were new in town, they had a local man named Charlie Masterson bid on the house for them. As you can see, the original newspaper is still visible on the walls of the cabin. Newspaper was important in pioneer cabins, both as insulation and decoration.
Frisco has a lot of places to eat and to dine, drink, and I think it's a pretty lively place. You know, if you want to grab a bite to eat, or if you want to just come and relax, walk around, watch people watch, or simply enjoy the day while sipping on a glass of wine or anything you would like, basically. Alright, I really recommend it. We are are on Breckenridge, the gondola, free gondola. It goes up the mountain and I don't know where. With my dad. Pero ¿no quieres ir así para abajo o es para arriba? Ah, que no te dé miedo. Entonces te puedes parar así. Mira, pero ve así abajo.
Ay. Muy altísimo. Están las casas abajo. Vamos subiendo una montaña.
We're in Breckenridge and this is the summer area. Hey, morning. Ok, vamos a subir para acá. This is Breckenridge, and there are a lot of cool things to see.
No, not at all. I'm like
Si quieres podemos subir así o caminar. Yo creo que caminando. Para ver hasta dónde llegamos. Caminando. Para allá. Así. No, sí. Por acá. Tú nada más me dices hasta dónde llega, a dónde quieres llegar y ahí paramos y regresamos. This is Breckenridge Mountain and these are the gondolas that take you all the way up there to ski whenever it's ski season, or if you just want to take up stride along or whatever you want to do up there whenever it's off season. They have it open. Dad and I are walking up the mountain. We came down from the village. So now we're just gonna keep on going a little bit further up, and then we're gonna make our way down. We saw a moose, mama moose, and its cub. It was nice, but you know, mama moose, no, we gotta be afraid. Thankfully, we were able to just sightsee from afar, and then kept on going. Kept on climbing. Gave Dad a walking stick, and you know, as you climb up, you find different sticks and everything. You just find the right one to get, and then you are able to make yourself a self-made walking stick. We are on the trail, the bike trail, and I didn't see any bikers, so we're just keeping an eye out for them and hoping we don't get wrecked by one of them. Here's a summer attraction that Breckenridge has. It is a toboggan ride down the mountain, and so you just like get on a little cart and slide down on this toboggan. And then you go up using the gondola, and then Hey. Bye. So it is a fun ride for everybody, all the families and everything. So it's pretty awesome. And how cool is that? And then there's that. Bueno, we keep going down the mountain. Hey everybody, this is Javi coming to you from 4 Mile Trail. We're going to go to the 4 Mile Falls here near Pagossa Springs. And today I have my dad with me. And this is at 9,300 feet in elevation. We're not running, we're just walking. And we're gonna try to make it all the way up to the top of the mountain, right over by the lagoon, by the lake that is up there. So yeah, all good. All right, I made a video about 2 years ago hiking this same trail, and the other one was made on the other side of this trail, going uphill first. So now we're doing the reverse, and we're gonna just go halfway than the last time I did it, and then turning back because I got my dad with me. But nothing has changed, except that you see the fallen tree has been moved aside better, and more greenery now. There was a plague. I think that I told you that there was like a fire or something, but in fact there was a plague that hit this area, and it killed a lot of trees, as you can see. And that's what was going on last time I was here. We saw a lot of fallen trees, and then I came to find out that it was because of a plague that hit this area, as well as other areas around the vicinity, like not Hope Pass, Wolf Creek Pass was hit as well, but now it's pretty good. It is beautiful. Elevation is 9,202 feet. The weather is awesome, couldn't be any better. And just hiking. Alright. Well, like I mentioned before, this is the 4 Mile waterfalls hike. This was done previously. I was done previously 2 years ago, I think it was, that I was over here, but I'm doing it the other way around. Last time I went, I started going uphill, and then I went around above the tree line and onto where the lake was, and then back down. So this time I'm doing it going back down, then start climbing from the other side, but we're only gonna do up to the lake. Beautiful morning. It is kind of warm. It's like 75 degrees, I believe, and the sun is hitting pretty hard. Pretty sure it's gonna get up there, but we have some some water and tablets just in case we need it. And yeah. Got my dad with me. He's been a trooper. I told him to take his time. Don't copy me. So yeah. Hey everybody, this is Javi coming to you from 4 Mile Falls. I was here about a couple years ago doing a video, and I'm gonna continue these videos whenever I come up to the mountains. I got my dad with me, he's behind me, and I have been telling him, don't follow me, take your time, enjoy, take pictures, breathe. I give him the tutorial on how to breathe while in elevation. He's been doing great, and so the same thing goes to you. Don't do what everybody else does. Now, it's good to have a leader who shows you and says like, hey, I've been here, done that, got the t-shirt type of deal. But it's never gonna be the same for you as for him or for her. It's always gonna be a different type of approach with same results. So like I told my dad, I'm like, hey dad, when we get up here, don't try to keep up with me. I'm in my environment, first of all, and I love this thing, you know. So I just told him, take your time, don't rush it. If you feel you're about to have one of those moments where you panic, breathe, stop, breathe, and drink water and relax. You know, we're here to enjoy this beautiful nature, and we want to continue enjoying, and the best way is to do your own thing, approach it as you would with anything else. Follow the lead, but don't follow too close. Learn, and then you could probably teach somebody else to do the same. So yeah, bye. Alright, so again, you know, this is the lesson for whenever you have somebody who's lower than you, or you being as a flower. Check out my dad, he's trekking super easy. I show him some breathing techniques right now, so he's gonna be doing the breathing techniques. Okay, ahora sí, hazlas, respira. Breathing technique. Get as much air in your lungs. Deep breaths. Exhale, relax. Okay, now we're gonna go down. Ahora vamos abajo. Ya no necesita los bastones. He doesn't need the sticks anymore. So because we're going down. So now we climbed pretty high already. I forgot to set my watch, but we've been trekking for about 30 minutes if so, and still a little bit ways to go, but this gives me a chance to tell you how to do it without stressing yourself too much, and especially if you're new to hiking on elevation and trying to enjoy the beauty of this nature. And so we don't want to rush anybody to the hospital or anything, so we want to make sure that we're doing it properly, and especially if you have a guide who's been here and who knows how to take care of your body while in elevation. Again, the morning is pretty hot. I've been running up the hills and everything whenever I can, and then just wait for that all the way up. And yeah, so yeah, look at this. I heard that there might be a precipitation later on today, so I hope that we don't get caught in the rain. If we are, I hope that it doesn't have any lightning with it. Otherwise, I'll be scared. But hoping for the best. Alright, so now that we're going up again, I'm gonna give my dad the sticks. I told him how to use it. And yeah. Okay, otra vez. Tómate tu tiempo. Okay. Tómate tu tiempo y respira. Alright, so Dad is about to climb a little bit more. I told him to take his time. And in the meantime, I'm gonna roam up and I'll wait for him at the end. Te espero arriba. Despacio. Alright, we're climbing. And I got some acclimation when I went up to Leadville and Breckenridge. So I feel comfortable going up the hill and still breathing heavily because it is altitude, but not bad. Alright, so I'm still waiting on Dad. In the meantime, we're gonna look at these trees that are over here. Like I mentioned before, there was a plague that ate acres and acres of these trees along several mountains. I know that we were driving over Wolf Pass, and there were like several trees down, and it was nice to see the greenery that is starting to appear. You know, the young trees coming up, kind of like what you see in front of us. But this is what it looked like. And last time I was here, which was in, I think it was 2019 that I came up here. And yeah, it ate tons and tons of trees, if you can see right over there. A lot of fallen trees and everything. It was devastating. I was so I think at one point I was emotional because I'm like, whoa, I've been here before and I had never seen this many trees down. And I think at one point I couldn't pass through without jumping over some big logs. And yeah, so I'm super happy that the greenery is starting to come back up. But you can still see the devastation that this plague brought over to the mountain and other mountains around us. And yeah, but it completely destroyed this area. While I was talking to some locals, there was someone which teared up a little bit, just because they love their backyard and they couldn't do anything about it because it was a plague. And I think it was also through COVID time, so the rangers weren't working, and it just ate up a bunch of stuff. And if you know more about this story, or if you heard about, people who live around the area and want to comment about it, please do so, because we appreciate whenever we come up here from Texas or from all over the country, the nature and everything. We love it. We want to help take care of it. And also, if there's a foundation that you want to put in the comments, please do so. This is the Pagossa Peak area. This is the 4 Mile Falls, and I'm pretty sure that we can all help out to keep this area super cool, super easy, super nice. It's a nice forest area and a mountain. Now that we've climbed, we're about to approach the first falls around the area. You hear the water dripping and everything. I don't think we're gonna go in to watch the falls, but we're just gonna walk around it to get to the better falls. Okay, that's where the falls are, and beyond is where the lake is at. So the guys in front of us are going to all the way up. They have bear spray and everything, so hopefully we don't see any bears, but there's always a chance, so you always want to be alert. Now, what to do if you see a bear? More than likely you'll freak out, and you're going to do what your reaction is going to do, which is running. And that is the worst thing you can do. In case you see a bear, the recommended thing to do is to make yourself look tall. That is by raising your arms and screaming or shouting out, "Wow!" Just making really bad noises, and back up slowly backing away from the bear. Don't run. Now, if in case you get caught by the bear, play dead. Otherwise, play possum. Hopefully it will leave you alone, and they'll live to tell the story. Or worst comes to worst, the unthinkable. But that's just nature, We're invading their space, and they're reacting to a foreign object or subject or whatever you want to call us. And so yeah, but you always have to know what to do. Be ready for anything. We're almost there. Dad is still trekking. He's doing great. He's doing his exercises. And can you believe that last time I was here, I went all the way up there by myself? That's insane. All right, almost there. Dad is still taking his time, like I told him. And still going forward. Now, one thing that we're gonna try this time around, since we only have, I think, 40 ounces of water coming this way, and his water is almost gone, if not gone, if not empty. I still have an extra full bottle of water. But I brought my other bottle, which is we're gonna filter water from the river. This one is pretty cool. You pour the water on the bottle, just make sure that the tip doesn't touch any of the river water whenever you're pouring, and then you just sip it. It's I don't know if it's a drip, I don't know, but whatever it is, it's going to do its job. Then on my pockets I have chlorine tablets that are gonna purify the water. So what happens is that you get water, you drop a tab into the bottle, you wait 30 minutes, and the water is going to be purified. It's going to taste gross, but hey, would you rather not have water, or would you rather enjoy the taste of the chlorine? Whatever it is, you always have to be prepared. So yeah, this is pretty cool. I am actually enjoying this now that I'm not training for anything at the moment. Well, I'm not training for anything to be up in elevation. However, I am going to be training to place and get my coin, my gold coin, to be able to run the Leadville 100 next year. It's going to be a special one, just because that's going to be my comeback. I don't know for how long, but I hear something. Okay, it's just a bird. It's a weird sound. But then that's going to be special because I am turning 50 next year, and I want to do a 100 miler before I turn 50 and when I turn 50. So next year is going to be all about the 100 milers. While training, I'm also going to qualify for running the Boston Marathon. I hope that I just get in. I don't know. Anyways, so pretty ambitious year next year. I'm celebrating my 50th and prior 50th. I'm gonna be doing some crazy training. I already have it in my mind. I know it's gonna be a struggle at the beginning, but then once I get momentum, I'm gonna be golden. All right, we're almost there. We have been trekking for almost an hour, and Dad is still going on pretty hard, pretty strong. He is still over there. Again, the rule is take your time, do whatever you are able to do at your own pace. Nobody is rushing you, nobody is pushing you. Do your own thing to your abilities and enjoy it. You know, that's the best thing about this. It's like you have to enjoy. Don't be that person that just because the person in front of you is doing good, you shouldn't try to match that person. You don't know his or her way of training, or if they prepare for it. You know, they might be having a great day and you're not, and it just happens. So do your own thing, approach it with yourself, your own abilities, and enjoy. This is not a race, this is not a training, this is family time. Enjoy it. And if you're training for it, then take your precautions and also train smart, not hard. I've learned over the years, you know, I was always pushing and pushing and pushing. I'm like, I'm gonna, you know, beat my time. And the good thing is that I was never competing against anybody. I was just running my own race and doing everything I could in preparation and during the race. Thankfully, I never had anybody who I wanted to beat at any race. I always wanted to be here, but we're gonna let people go. Hello.
Hi. Stay. Nice.
Hey, buddy. Thank you. And anywho, yeah, run your own race, practice your own race, and help others out. You know, that's I never been a stingy with my training plans. Never been like, I don't know. I mean, I've never hung around with people who were not open to doing good things and showing people how they did it. So that's always been my mentality, and I always surrounded myself with people like that. You can come through. All right, everybody. This is no easy task to be hiking. It is pretty technical, but the reward is super cool, amazing. This is the 4-mile hike trail near Pagossa Springs over by Pagossa Peak. Pagossa Peak is, if not this one, the one behind it, and it's got some really cool stuff beyond. I don't think we're gonna make it all the way to the lake, just because Dad is feeling it. But he's such a trooper. He been going on for now probably about hour and a half of trekking. So the way up to the lake is through there. But again, you know, we're just gonna stop and call it a day over there. We're gonna refill the water, purify it, drink a bunch of water, then enjoy a little bit of the waterfall, and proceed on to go down. So yeah. Good stuff. Bueno, the good news is that we made it, and that made it. Let me go this way so I can get a better shot. There it is. And then oh, Dad finally got his hat in the cold water. Yeah. A ver, unas palabras para la gente que te va a ver.
Eso está muy hermoso. Tienes un encuentro con la naturaleza que no te puedo explicar
Porque no tienes aire.
te emocionas tanto que dices que te preguntas por qué Dios creó tantas cosas tan bonitas y la gente no puede ver y no tiene el medio, el alcance para poder llegar a estas alturas, pero hasta acá Dios ha sido fiel y bueno con nosotros. Nos ha traído aquí en un plan de hijo, de padre, hasta estas alturas. Estas montañas están muy bonitas y es un privilegio estar en estas alturas. Y le doy gracias a Dios por todo lo que nos da. Y vean lo que Dios hace con nosotros, con las cascadas que están allá arriba de la montaña. Y estamos aquí disfrutando. Le damos gracias a Dios. Hasta luego. Disfruten la vista con les deseo lo mejor también.
Sales. All right, we're done visiting the falls. Hopefully Dad doesn't fall. And he's fine. So what goes up must come down, right? So that's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be careful. All right. Hello. Oh, you're good. Thanks. All right, what a view, right? All the cloud formation it's awesome. I mean the cloud formation, the rock formation. Again, this is the 4-mile trail, and it is exactly 4 miles. We've been hiking for 2 miles going up, and now 2 miles going down to where we parked. Breathtaking views and awesomeness. There's that. Using the poles real well. I told him not to use them both while coming down because you know you can trip and fall, and that would be a nasty fall. So yeah, es por acá, ¿eh? the waterfalls behind us.
Pero el que va a Chalma atraviesa la montaña.
Sí.
Bueno, antes lo atravesábamos. Ahora hay carretera. Entonces ya no hay sacrificio.
¿Y esos eran sacrificios?
Eran sacrificios porque no puedes caminar leguas así como millas
Ujú.
a través del cerro.
¿Y desde dónde se aventaban el
Era
caminata?
de una mañana a otra mañana llegabas. Era mucho camino.
Sí.
Aunque había camino como este, pero entonces andabas por el cerro también y gritabas en lugar y así.
Sí.
Y entonces y veía mucha gente por aquel lado.
Ajá.
Les ¡Ramiro! Y si era Ramiro, le volteaba ese no.
Ajá.
Y me pepelaban. Y así decían nombres así nada más. Pero había gente caminando siempre, toda la noche.
Sí.
Y luego había lugares donde descansabas y comías tamales, café,
Ujú.
atole, o sea, negocio, ese era un negocio.
Sí.
Era como cuando te paras en Tres Marías.
Ajá.
Y dices, bueno, ¿por qué te paras en Tres Marías? Todavía no llego a México. Pero supuestamente era la mitad entre Cuernavaca y México.
Ajá.
Pero ahora ya le hicieron más para acá en la caseta. Mucho más para acá.
Ujú.
Construyeron ese el cuartel militar. Y ya no está tan retirado de la vida donde estaba antes.
Ujú.
Ya la división de Cuernavaca se acercó. El de Morelos no de Cuernavaca.
¿Y todavía harán esas
Pero en ese,
peregrinaciones?
sí hay gente muy tradicionalista. Y hay gente que por sí va a todas las fiestas de las iglesias.
Ujú.
En cada iglesia tiene diferentes tipos de virgen.
Ujú.
Hay virgen de... O sea, hay muchas del Sagrado Corazón, hay muchos
Ujú.
tipos. De la Virgen María,
Ujú.
hasta de María Magdalena,
Wow.
hay muchas. Porque,
Con
como
muchos
Juan Diego-
santos, ¿no?
Sí, como Juan Diego lo canonizaron también.
Ujú.
Yo el último, bueno, el que yo tenía cuando yo era bien católico,
Ajá.
el último santo que vi yo, que lo postularon a ser santo,
Ujú.
fue Fray Martín de Porres.
Oh, wow.
Y ese era de Perú.
Ajá.
Entonces hasta acá llegó hasta México. Y que era un santo muy milagroso, y que no sé qué, pero
Ujú.
son de tradiciones. Y ese era más. Ahora ya aquí, ya canonizaron a Juan Diego, pero nunca lo habían tomado en cuenta.
Ujú.
Porque supuestamente la aparición que se le apareció a él,
Ujú.
pues no lo asimilaba así la iglesia católica. Aunque tenían pruebas que dijo en su costal que llevaba,
Ujú.
en su manto, se reflejó la Virgen.
Ujú.
Pero pues son mis creencias de la gente, quién sabe, la verdad. Y luego hay también iglesias de manto sagrado.
Wow.
Hay muchas historias.
Y entonces esto te recordó.
Sí, me recordé y digo, ay, estas gentes hacían sus promesas y viajaban.
Ajá.
Y no les importaba a ellos que no llevan ni agua. Se aventaban toda. Ese era un sacrificio llegar hasta otro lado.
Sí.
Y todavía no se utilizaba el agua embotellada.
Ajá.
Llevas entonces tu cantimplora,
Ajá.
como los gambusinos de antes.
Sí.
Y unos, pues como eran borrachos, que llevaban verde de agua, llevaban sus libros.
Ujú.
Unos llevaban bien bravo por allá. En sí era una diversión. Bueno, yo lo tomé como diversión. No tanto como para ir a ver al santo.
Ujú.
Y ya llegando allá, al atrio de la iglesia de Chama,
Ujú.
pues ¿qué hizo Jesucristo cuando llegó y que vio a todos venir cambiando y todo eso? Aquí estaba el atrio de la iglesia de allá de Chama.
Ujú.
Todos vendían, era una vendimia. Y pues eso es lo que pasa.
Ujú.
A veces la gente no entiende eso de que son lugares benditos para gente que tiene mucha fe
Ujú.
y otra gente no les importa. Ahí lo que les interesa es hacer negocio.
Ujú.
Pero sí, sí está. Es lo que yo pensé ahorita reflexionando. Bueno, antes de mis tiempos era diferente, pero viene siendo lo mismo. Tú aquí lo haces por diversión, por distraerte, por pasar el rato y mantenerte dentro de la naturaleza. Cercano dentro de la naturaleza, pero antes era diferente. Antes era para divertirse y echar relajo y todo. Pero perdió mucho tiempo la universidad. Y había unos sí que iban, porque hasta se vestían como las muñequitas. Mi mamá fue una de ellas.
¿Sí?
Sí. Se vistió como muñequita Carmelita. Y así se pagó su baile.
Sí.
Sí. Eran muy buenos.
Hey everybody, this is Javi coming to you from the 4-mile trail. And this trail was promised to my dad, so like I said before, I've been kind of like guiding him onto the breathing techniques, the how to use the poles, how to drink, how to check your sweat, how to make sure that you're drinking enough water, and also purifying water. Right now I have this bottle right here with some chlorine tabs. It tastes like chlorine, but it does the job. Dad is still drinking our water. I gave him the water I had from when we started, and so then I have another on my backpack. That is a bottle that has purifier, a filter, so you just sip on it and you can taste the purified water. Nevertheless, it's been a great hike up to the falls. No incidents, no nothing, and yeah, it's been great. Good to see you again. Have a good one.
Thanks.
And so it's been great. We hiked up there. We only made it up to the falls, the waterfalls. And yeah, we're good. Now we're headed to the car, and then we're gonna go to the hot springs. All right, check you out later. Again. Alright, made it for a mile.
We went around the bell.
Alright. Ese es el Gatorade. Rápido. Ya está aquí, Right here. Here comes Dad. Yay! Woohoo! Yay! Ya, misión cumplida. ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué dices?
Bien, todo muy bien.
Sí.
Muy bueno el ejercicio.
Tómale de ese para los calambres. Bueno, ahorita te subes con ese y lo tomas, pero tómale para que no te acalambres ahorita. Sorry. No, you're good. I got my margarita jar ready. So great work. I know. My dad is like, let's go. Yeah. Porque estamos aquí. Okay, funny thing, Susie and Dad love this place. I don't know why, but they don't have anything for me. Oh, veggie burrito. And the funny thing is that Dad is pretty funny because he was watching all the time we were arriving, all the time we were exiting, everything. He was so concerned. But now I told him to get out and walk over here, and I've lost them. This is the vilchis in Amarillo, and I lost Dad. Se me perdió. ¿Dónde está? ¿Quién sabe? Anda perdido, anda perdido. ¿Dónde andas? Yo pensé que ya traías todo y ya. Pues yo ya traigo mi burrito, tú, no sé. A ver qué va a agarrar. Acá está Slice, ¿no te gusta Slice? Ahí está. ¿Agarras de estas, no? Agarra tres, dice que puedes tres. Agarra estas tres, una para mí. ¿Qué más? Varias, muchas, por favor. So